Namaste, oneness. Infinite gratefulness for existence. Darkroom retreat. Everything you need to know about. Stay tuned. Since the last year, my soul has put me into the way of the darkroom. So I still need to experience the darkroom retreat. And the amount of time that it should be is 40 days. Now, this I still haven't experienced yet, and it's now 1 year since I discovered this method, and I have some news for you if you are wanting to experience a dark room. And I'm gonna leave here a link of the page that you can read to know what's the experience of someone that has passed exactly 40 days like me in a dark room in Guatemala. That's where I wanted to go, but now I have changed my mind, and I have some news for you. I also want to share with you that it's been 1 day now that I'm on urine and pure water fasting, and yeah, I want to keep going. The maximum I did was 13 days with a pause in the middle. I just ate a couple of fruits and then I re-continue. So I was like testing myself in a certain way, because I was the first time, so I was testing what was the best method, like just pure water, which is distilled water, or just urine, and then I started to dehydrate myself because I was only on urine, and then I changed, so that's why I was testing myself, and then the maximum was 13 days with the pause in the middle, so it was 6 plus 7. Now, I have been doing like intermittent, which is eating only during the day, from the sunrise till the sunset, and then during nights I don't eat. So I happen sometimes to, before the sunset, I don't eat anymore, it's my last meal, and then till the next day, like 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. I eat again. So I happen to be like 16 hours daily fasting. And since I applied this method, I'm able to enter fasting much easier. And my body is working much better, my mind is more focused, and my soul is more connected to me, as I am more connected to my soul. So there's only improvements. And if you want to know a little bit more about this in in-depth field, then I'm gonna leave here the movie that I watch. It is Fasting, and you can find it on gomovies.com. I'm gonna leave here the cover, if I remember to put it. So now about the dark room. Dark room retreat is one of the methods of the ancient masters. Perhaps Jesus also did, and mostly all these ascended masters has ascended and achieved enlightenment through darkroom retreat. Now, each person is different, each individual, each way, each method, so I don't know how much time, where exactly, and when, and how you should do it. It's just darkroom retreat, there's no light, and somebody feeds you natural. It's supposed to be natural food, mostly fruits, and water. And they give you like 2 or 3 times per day, and then you stay in this retreat doing meditation and nothing done, just yourself inside. So that's all about that. And you start to travel within instead of travel without, because there's no technology, there's nothing. There's no noise, there's just nature, surrounding you. You are inside a cave, and you have a toilet there inside, and that's basically that. You close yourself to the outer world, and you go in world. So it's a travel, a inner space travel, or inner self journey, whatever you want to call it. So what do I have to tell you about Darkroom retreat and the retreats? One of them, it's in Guatemala, and I sent an email just to check up how it works and everything, for the date and when it's possible to go and everything. And I wanted to go with my twin flame. And of course I would go and enter the dark room alone, and she would go to a retreat, daylight and it, it's just a retreat. But me, I would go to the dark room retreat. So yeah, and after a while I received the email, like after a few days, and they just told me, like it's gonna be 1 month now that I sent that email. And I said I would like to know the date as soon as possible and everything. And they told me, look, the soonest date that you can have is on March next year. And I said, whoa, 9 months from now on? And you have to make the reservation now, which is you have to pay now. So I have to pay for something that I'm gonna get it just in 9 months? Seems like an agenda. I don't have any agendas, I don't work on agendas, and I don't live my life in agendas. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I know what I am now in this present moment, and that's all. Of course, this needs organization. They have to know who's gonna come or not, otherwise they lose. But it seems like it's not my thing. I needed to experience that to know exactly what I'm supposed to do. And it's not to go in a retreat like that. Because I cannot just pay now, and it's not a couple of dollars. Huh? It's for 40 days, I'm gonna pay around $2,000 with the food. You can also choose without food, I don't know. Yeah, without food. So it's almost $2,000, and still I have to plan my trip, my visa, my everything. How it's gonna work? It's not gonna work. Of course, for some people, yes, because they are like too organized and has to be all in steps. It's nothing wrong with that, but with me it doesn't work. So that's where I got the intuition, the idea to do on my own. Like I did 3 days on my own, but I couldn't continue because I had nobody. And the fruits were gone, and on that time it was just an experiment, and I happened to do 3 days, not completely dark, because I found a place by myself in the mountain, and it was like, but it was a divine experience. Now, my idea is, if you are one of the beings that want to experience a darkroom retreat, this is my thing that I'm telling you now. Maybe it will happen this to you. It's a nice place. I don't have nothing against. On contrary, it's positive that places like this exist, and people are able to step out of the matrix and go within. That's very cool, but it doesn't work with me. So that's why I'm alerting you in this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do on my own, which is I'm gonna travel to, for example, to Philippines with a long time, and rent a place in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of nature, where there's access to fruits or whatever. Then I'm gonna close myself in a room. I'm gonna try to find a place the most near to a cave resemble, at least like it's made of stones or whatever. I know I'm gonna find it. And then she, my twin flame, is gonna take care of me in the way of how they would take care of me in the retreat. So she's gonna feed me, she's gonna give me the distilled water, because I can only do with distilled water. I only drink distilled water. which is pure water. So yeah, and I would have no contact at all with her, because it's supposed to be like this. So in the dark room they feed you through 2 doors, so that they open one, they put there, they close, and then you open from this side, so that it's always dark, so that you don't get any light at all. So that's the same thing I'm going to try to do on my own. And yeah, that's going to be a very nice experience, I think. And yeah, if you are one of these beings that are alone and don't have nobody, no twin flame, no couple or whatever, then yeah, I would recommend, if you still want to experience, to go to a retreat like this and plan your whole life for 9 months or more. Yeah, and program all this money and everything. So what I'm gonna do is on my own. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. And yeah, I will let you know how it's going with my urine water fast, and keep updating you with all my intuition, wisdom, knowledge, experience videos, like I always did. And yeah, Namaste. My name is Ivo Artur. This is WAAO Love. We are all one.